All right. All right. So today with me, I have Dan Hilsman. He's been a real estate agent for 7.5 years. And I have the privilege and opportunity today to pick his brain a little bit and see if what we can get out of him
Yep.
on how he's had so much success in the industry. He lives in Springfield, Georgia. He's been in the industry for about 7.5 years. He has two teenage boys and a 17-year-old daughter. So I can relate to him a little bit. I have four boys and three girls that range. My boys range from 17 all the way down to 1.5, and I have three daughters in between. So, and I have a wife, so it's like I have four bosses. They're always telling me what to do. I love them all, though. They keep me going. That's for sure. And I own a pizza place as well, and I'm an agent. But so I want to learn a little bit about you today, though. How did you get into the real estate industry?
Through the mortgage business. So I got a license, didn't know what to do with it, didn't really know how to sell property. Found a couple clients, was having trouble getting them pre-approved, and thought can't be that hard. So I got a real estate license, and then I got a mortgage license, and then kind of backed into it that way. So I did mortgages for about 3 years, and I thought the mortgage industry had problems, and then here I am. So kind of by default in the mortgage business.
Yeah. Where did you start in real estate? What brokerage?
Century 21.
Century 21, and you were with them for how many years?
Just a little while, and then more recently, though, prior to 2 years ago, I was with a company called Optimus Real Estate Brokers. So they were a fairly large independent company in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Learned a lot there, and then made a move recently 26 months ago to eXp Realty.
Nice. Yeah, I moved over to eXp it's been about 8 months now. I really do like it. What do you like most about being a realtor?
Flexibility, and I tell people that, I've got a lot of bosses because my clients are my bosses. So if I don't do a good job for each one of them, I could get fired. But the ability to go to my son's baseball games, my daughter's cheerleading, to take off when I want, kind of call my own shots.
I think that's what I like about it the most too. I've always been an entrepreneur. Always been kind of chasing the American dream, so to say. But I like being my own boss. I've always been like that. You can even ask my mom. From being even young, I had 3 paper routes back then. Even, I've always been an entrepreneur like that. Have you ever been on a team, or have you always been a solo agent, or?
No, I was always a solo agent, and then I've had small teams at my previous brokerage. Ran about a four-person team. It fluctuated between two and four.
Okay.
So I ran a small team years ago.
And did you like it?
Parts of it I did not. So the challenge with it was, when you would help come in with a deal that you knew you could have got closed, they didn't get it closed, and it was a colossal waste of, well, it wasn't a total waste of time because they learned and I learned, but I'm a bottom line kind of guy. The bottom line was, the deal didn't get closed. I wasted ad spend. I wasted time, effort, energy, and so it's a balance on figuring out how to help people at a high level, and then also be mindful of your time and your bottom line and your ad spend and lead cost and whatnot.
Yeah, that's all very important. It all goes into it. I've never been on a team. I've always been a solo agent. I just hit the ground running. My wife and I, actually, my wife does this with me. She's a licensed real estate agent, and we've never really been on a team, so to say. But when you come to eXp, it's kind of like you're on a team, but you're not on a team because you have, you can reach out to anybody you want to. I could reach out to the owner of the company, and he'd get back to me.
Yep.
I can reach out to someone that's sold 700 homes, 100 homes, whatever. And I think that's what I like the most about eXp is the community, just all coming together. one big fire, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your experience been like with EXP? We've talked a little bit about coming over to EXP. You came over here 26 months ago. I came over here 8 months ago.
Right.
What's your experience been with EXP versus your other brokerages that you've been with?
Well, a lot, but just a couple of things. One, I like we're an agent-owned brokerage, and like last November, we got a good healthcare plan. So
Mm-hmm.
that came about because the agents, the board said, "What do you agents want?" The agents got together, get surveys and whatnot, said we want healthcare. So they went together, put that in the works, and became a reality. Also, we wanted an option for iBuyers to compete with Zillow, Open Door, and Knock. And I know some of that's changed over the last few months with the virus and them not buying as many homes in as many areas. But we came up with EXP created express offers, so now we can have a cash offer with 24, 48 hours, and it's within EXP. So just two good examples of continuous growth and things that may not have happened if it was owned by one person, because that's what the agents wanted per the board, and so they went to work to make it happen.
Right. I think I like that too. We just had express offers go live here in Michigan, and I became express offers certified the next day, I think, because it's just a great program. If you need your house sold quick, there's not a lot of fees that are associated with it, like your other competitors, like you were mentioning, Zillow and Open Door and all that. And then I'm also licensed in the state of Florida, so Express Offers is live down there, and I know it's live in Georgia. You guys got a huge market down there, especially you're right outside Atlanta.
Yep.
I'm sure. Have you ever done any deals with Express Offers? Do you have any?
No, I have agents that have, but I have not.
Okay.
It'll be coming around the corner. It's on my list. Just hadn't happened yet.
I know. I want to do just one, just so I can have some experience with it, so I can be like, this is how it is, So I'm looking out there for somebody that needs an offer right away or wants to sell their home immediately, and when I do, I can't wait. I'm going to jump right on it.
Yep.
Do you get, would you say you get the support you needed when you came over to EXP, when you switched over? How did that process go? Was it streamlined or?
Yeah, my situation was a little different in that my sponsor was, 1,500 miles away, which I thought, I don't know how that's going to work. But I'm in Georgia, in Texas, but it all works seamlessly. So, I tell agents when I'm talking to them, if you were on the other side of Atlanta, I'd probably have as much physical, interaction with you as if you were in a different state for the most part. I mean, our group does have a lot of we have monthly meetings and actually weekly things going on prior to the virus. But to come over, being in the world on a cloud-based company, I can get into the office that I need, get the questions answered. At first, I thought I'm not so sure about this, but about 10 minutes later, just love it, because now I'm not actually bothering a person in an office, the same one over and over and over again. So a little less hesitant to maybe go in and ask questions. So just go in and take a ticket, and find somebody, get the question answered, and get out of there and get on my day. Pretty cool.
Right. I like that too. I use work chat all the time. If I have a question for my broker, or even if I want to reach out to anybody, I just send them a thing on work chat. It's pretty cool. When I came over, I think we had 4 or 5 listings that were active, and just bringing everything over, I learned a ton. Like when you come over, you need to download all your documents from the MLS, because when your transactions or your listings switch over to your new brokerage, those documents don't go with it. You got to re-upload them. I remember getting a message from our MLS saying I was going to be fined, I don't know, like $500 or something like that. And I was like, what? Wait, I uploaded all my documents. I called them up and we took care of it real quick. But, that's just something that, a little trick that, or, not even a trick, but a pro tip for people that are
Yeah.
Switching brokerages, it doesn't matter going, Um,
Sure.
what would be the one thing you would tell a newer agent that's coming into the industry that would be very important to their success?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of a bottom line, kind of a no nonsense guy. So my answer is prospecting. Look, you gotta prospect. You have to set time aside to prospect, and you have to do it continuously, and you have to do it consistently. If you don't, we don't have to, but if you don't, you're not going to have continuous continuous deals closing. So as simple as it sounds, it's super important. You have to prospect, and you have to learn who to prospect, and how to build relationships with people that you know, and people that you kind of know, and people that you don't know.
Right, I agree 100%. Some people call it shaking the trees or not being a secret agent. If you're going to be an agent and you just sit there and you're just quiet about it and you're over in the corner, not really letting people know, you're not going to attract business.
Right.
You want to attract clients. You want people to be calling you. And like you said, prospecting, I never thought in a million years I would pick up my phone and ask somebody if they wanted to sell their house or, try and get their business. I mean, that's just one way you can prospect, of course. There's multiple different ways from, lead ads to Google ads to just calling your friends and family. Everybody knows somebody that's going to be selling a house, eventually. And so I agree 100%. It doesn't matter what you're really going to, what your avenue is going to be. You're going to have to pick something. You're going to have to be consistent with it and fill your pipeline. And eventually those are going to start turning into transactions. I agree with you. Prospecting is number one, probably on my list as well. What would you tell an experienced agent that wants to take their business to the next level? They've already sold. How many homes what was your best year? Would you say?
21. So I'm not a big producing agent, but 21 that was by myself, and
Mm-hmm.
no, not with a buyer broker or anyone else. So
you're probably ready to pull your hair out when you just did 21. Like doing that.
Yeah, I had actually a somewhat humorous story is my boss or owner of my previous company. And we had a coaching program within that company, and they together thought it'd be a great idea for me to double my transactions. And I said, no, you guys got to be kidding. Plus, family guy, so I was at my kids' events. Last thing I wanted to do was do 40 deals. So what I learned from that is, when you're talking to agents, probably you should work on their plan and not on your plan if you're a team leader or a broker owner. So yeah, now what I would tell me back then is, you could probably do 40 deals in the same amount of time that you're doing 21 deals if you had a contract to close person and or an assistant. So now I do have a contract to close person, and I could do more deals. You can do more deals. You can have more time to do whatever you want to do. And so it took me years and years to kind of hard-headed in that respect. I thought, well, I'll just do that work at night or in between appointments or on the fly. But a really good contract person or probably a really good assistant's worth their pay, and that they'll free up a lot of time and you can do more deals or have more fun or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you had mentioned that. I think when we were talking on the phone is that's one of the things that really helped you a lot was to get a contract to close person.
Yep.
That's something that I'm starting to learn is probably in my near future, because we have 6 or 7 deals under contract right now, and just keeping up with the paperwork alone is just
right.
It's crazy. You got home inspections, appraisals, and then you got to worry about uploading your documents and this and that. Yeah, so
yep.
I definitely agree.
You gotta get the right one too. So a couple of years ago, I had one that was not the right one, and it wasn't much help at all. Actually, it might have been no help at all. So Well, I mean, I had to upload stuff and then send it to her, and then I basically, got in trouble one day because I forgot to tell her that the closing got changed, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm paying you to get on to me about something that you didn't save me any time at all. Actually, it cost me time because now I'm
Uh-huh.
explaining to you about, the deal. So by the time I would upload stuff, send it to her, I could have just put it in at that time .loop or now SkySlip myself, and then so yes, it's super important to actually get the right one and then have a system with them where they actually do help save you time. And the one I have now is just she does everything. So she creates the documents, so now I don't have to send her anything. So it's just verbal instructions on or a text
Mm-hmm.
what to do and how to do it. And I have, in the beginning, I copy and pasted. I had on a Word document all my special steps. So I just use the same special steps over and over and over. And then, and then at the bottom of the steps are the steps that may not be used on each deal. Like, just things I've learned throughout the years. Like if the yard's kind of high, if it's summertime, it's just going to mow the yard within 3 days of closing. So, if it's winter, I'll just tell my contract close lady, don't put that step. If it's on septic, have the septic tank pumped. Half time don't get that, but I always ask for it from my buyer. And,
Right.
so yes, so just little things like that you can save yourself time and effort and energy on.
What's your, you've been in real estate for 7.5 years now. What is your biggest priority in real estate right now? Where do you want to take your business? Is it more transactions? Is it helping agents grow?
Yes,
Or
agent growth. Yeah, for
is it?
sure, agent growth. Yeah, because with this company, if I help enough agents to grow, then when I do retire, I'll have income without selling a house. So my past companies, if I retired, the last day I sold a house would be the last time I get paid. And I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of satisfaction too in helping agents grow. So building I call it a non-traditional real estate thing when you get to So bringing agents to the company, helping them be successful, and having a third pillar of income from those efforts. I work with buyers, sellers, and I help agents.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How many homes do you plan on selling this year? What's your
Probably
goal?
15, but that's
15?
fine. Yeah, because I also plan on helping about 15 agents come over.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it takes there's some time, effort, energy in helping agents. So if I was just working selling houses, it'd probably be 20 something. But now
Mm-hmm.
since I'm working on that third pillar of income, it's also helping agents. So probably 15.
Okay. I like that. I like that number. A lot of agents are like, well, I want to sell, 100 homes this year, and they sold 50 last year. I mean, that's just, to me, that, I get your mindset and where you're coming from. It's just, you're running around nonstop doing that. Whereas if you're helping people grow.
Mhm.
There's a lot of, self-satisfaction with that, seeing somebody reach their goals, just helping them get there
Yep.
and helping them do things. I used to teach for many years at a college level, and I think that was one of the best things is helping people. And I might not, I can definitely help agents, but I think as I grow, I'm going to be able to help them more, and I can't wait to pour into them what I've learned. And I think that's why I fit in so well with EXP, is because everybody is about helping everybody else.
Yep.
And I like that, I like that a lot. Well, is there anything else that you can think of that would help other agents out in today's market?
Well, I'll start with you, John. If you need help with helping an agent see the model, just give me a call and we'll do a three-way call with them. So I'd be glad to help you anytime as well. No, I think we're good. You did a great job. I think we added some value. And, if anybody has any questions, they can reach out and give you a call. And then if they, want to talk to me about anything I said, then you can give me a call and we'll make it happen for them. See if we can help some agents.
It sounds good, man. I like that. And thank you for your time today. And
Yeah.
if you're ever in Georgia and you need to sell a home, reach out to Dan. Dan Hilsman is a great agent. And if you're thinking about getting into real estate, either give Dan or I a call. If you want to switch over to EXP, again, give us a call. We'd love to walk you through, any questions you might have.
Yeah, I appreciate your time today, John.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, talk to you soon.
You too. Thank you, Dan.
All right, thanks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.